In, Nota Begay the third.
And 115 yards left to the hole. Ball sitting up very nicely in the rough.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Well, it's quite clear to see there's one direction this ball is moving, and it's sweeping from left to right the whole way.
Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
No damage done after missing the first fairway, but he should like this one a little bit better here at number 2. From the fairway, let's go to Nota.
When you find yourself in the fairway on the second at Pebble, you have a great opportunity to take advantage of one of the easiest holes on the course.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, it completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
This one moving left here for birdie. No, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll remain right where he is. This is a pretty hole, the third, 397 yards, just a gentle dogleg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dogleg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 128 yards to the hole, pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is.
Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short, par 4, fourth hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pot bunker on that left side, which is about 250 yards to get over it? Because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green.
This is a 19-foot putt.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain right where he is. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fifth. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day.
Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie.
And he'll get it into red figures for the day at 1 under par, 5 under overall. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5-6. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. That's going to be up the left-hand side. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Frank, there are certain spots in sport that kind of steal your breath. Starters Gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top of the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel. 7th tee at Pebble Beach absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, piece of cake. Where that's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it, and you want a little more, and then you realize that you've just bitten off more than you can chew.
Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay at 7 under. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world, the 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
Frank, just the visuals on this second shot to number 8, mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is really where Pebble Beach attracts the best players in the world. Sitting on top of that hill, and you look at this green that angles away from the player on the player's right. Plus, you actually have to look at the putting surface. There's only a small area of flat surface. If you come up, anything sort of 5 or 6 yards short on that putting surface, it will come off. But also, too, you can, if you a little bit of local knowledge, don't tell too many people, but you can use the back edge of the green, too, to roll the ball back.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, as you know, depending on the time of year, you could see gray whales out on Carmel Bay, sea otters feeding on abalone, sea lions sunbathing on the rocks, or you could see none of it because this 9th hole absolutely demands your full attention.
Well, there's a different sort of mammal trying to play this hole. That first bunker on the left side, that shouldn't be in play, but this hole tilts so much from left to right, I think it sort of funnels you towards the sea otters and the whales.
Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3 under front side as they go out in 32. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is. But it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right. And if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific. That's up the left side. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
10-foot putt left.
Oh yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 8 under.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, this, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
127 yards, that's what he's looking at down the flagstick. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. A second shot looming here from right around 165 yards.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Nope, didn't get that out there far enough, and it winds up sliding by to the right. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain right where he is. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Got it there, but not quite on target. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Front left hole location here as we await his second to the par 4. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15, and he'll remain right where he is. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. starting with a 16th. It's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. From the fairway nota, this is second.
142 yards left to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history, this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a 1-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they're in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland had a chip it on this green and made 4.
Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. And he's worked it to 9 under par. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at par 5.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. Tell you what, Frank, for our featured golfer, I think it's a good opportunity tomorrow. As they finish day 3, just 2 shots off the lead. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you, Rich, there. I mean, 2 shots is so close, really. Birdie, bogey.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race
for the FedEx Cup. From spectacular Pebble Beach, California, final round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Tell you what, we have seen some tremendous golf this week, outdone only by the incredible beauty that is the coastline of the Monterey Peninsula, as we check the Sunday leaderboard. And we've got a packed group at the top with a tie at 12 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer right there with a shot to win it on this Sunday, just 2 shots off the lead. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
146 yards left to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Yeah, easy to come up short on that one, but that's a decent effort. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he's going to stay 2 back. Moving now to the 507-yard par 5 second, where decisions must be made. Go for the green in 2 and risk losing it in the barranca, or hold back and lay up. Either way, this is a place to score. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low, came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back.
Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Third hole, Frank, this is a fun little par 4. Not too long, but the emphasis here is on putting the ball in the right spot, isn't it?
It certainly is. You have to know how far you carry it, because if you take a line at that sort of third bunker there on the right side, on a direct line at the left edge of that, it's about 250 yards to get to the sort of start of the fairway. From there, you're only 100 yards in, so just find your point, your aiming point.
Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Now, Nota his second from the fairway.
144 left to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Going to have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie.
Oh,
never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. With Stillwater Bay on the right, this is Pebble's picturesque 333-yard par 4 fourth. Tee shot could be anything from long iron to driver, but beware of the 9 bunkers surrounding the fairway and green.
So it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
Good soft hands. That is nicely done. Right around 6 feet here for birdie. Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. It'll hold tight at -13.
First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left, but this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
I mean, this is a clinic in how to play the game. Just keep everything hole high, give yourself a look for birdie, and that's what he'll have coming up. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And he's got it to 14 under par. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. The driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5.
Just a gorgeous shot. This has been a clinic today.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. He moves to 15 under. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. And a rare missed green there, at least as far as this round is concerned, as that'll come up short off the tee.
Frank, given how short this hole is, almost an unforgivable sin to miss the green. But there is redemption. Tom Kite demonstrated that on his way to winning the 1992 U.S. Open.
Yes, this very hole was actually the turning point. His round was slipping away, and he managed to miss those 6 greenside bunkers, which you'd think would be a blessing, but it was thick rough on that left side just past the flag. Pulled out his trusty sand iron, had a little chop at it, and the rest is history. He made 2 and went on to win his first and only major championship.
That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And he will fall from the top of the leaderboard and wind up a shot back.
From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8th. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Aggressive off the tee, ball lucky not to run out of fairway and into the ocean, but now sitting in an ideal spot with access to the green.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Now this for birdie.
Tough putt to get close as it works down the hill and will work to his left.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off at the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, all right, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
This one has a chance to be close.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
He has a 12-footer here. Oh, that one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6-under par.
Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right. Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Now, from long range, this for birdie.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. So that's in for par to start this backside. That cushion's going to remain 2 shots. Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. From the fairway nota, this is second.
109 yards left to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and well, more evidence there. The swing, the strike, and look how close that is.
Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And if he can finish this out, he would claim his second victory on the year. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. This is a 16-footer. Boy, that was a good stroke. That definitely threatened the hole, but just did not want to go in. So, a tough hole. It's in for bogey at 12. And the lead is down to 2.
Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make 3 here. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle here, but it's very easy to mess up, purely because they added those 3 bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide.
A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And this is going to stay a 2-shot lead. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate three-shot par fives left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want. And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. This second to the par 5. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in 2, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track. Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Chance now for another birdie. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one finished off. It's in for par. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. Next up, the 393-yard par 4 15th. Tee shot in the fairway gives the players an excellent shot at birdie, but be careful losing it right onto that 17-mile drive. Right, in the fairway. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he's going to remain at minus 16.
This is a really pretty hole, the par 4 16th. What's the right line here, Frank?
Well, if you want to pick out something on the horizon there, if you look closely down there, the tallest tree in the distance, that's sort of right bang in the middle of the fairway. You will not see your tee shot land and you won't see it run out, but that's the line.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
150 left to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
This one should cut pretty hard to his left. It's for birdie. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and this is going to go down to the wire. It'll stay a one-shot lead with 2 to play. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. The 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And the lead will stay at 1 with just the 18th hole left to play.
Wow, California's still golden, depending on the view. And Frank, this one is hard to beat. 18th tee at Pebble Beach. Here we are.
It's a stunning hole, Rich. Not only a great par 5 because you have to make decisions on whether or not you want to go for this green in 2, but just how picturesque it is. The bunkers you obviously see down the left, just slightly right of the water. But those trees, the one especially in the middle of the fairway that you have to navigate with a tee shot, and the one short if you decide to lay up.
That's the one, a pressure drive there at 18, holding the one-shot lead, but that is safely in the fairway, and a big exhale there. What a good shot that is. Home in 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. That may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Oh, yes. What a big putt there. It's a birdie at 18, and now a new number is posted. It's a one-shot lead as we'll watch what unfolds with the other golfers still on the course. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now.